Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FMLFPL. Okay! Welcome to FMLFPL Milan.
This is Guest.
This is Nate.
So, first things first, thanks guys for filling in for Walsh, who's at the Mets game, I think.
Oh, that's the
really?
reason?
Yeah. I think he just bought Dodgers Mets tickets like way in advance and probably forgot. And then he messaged me like last night and was like, oh, by the way, I can't pod tomorrow. And I was like, what the fuck?
Wow. That's good enough reason, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, go Mets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To start us off, we're going to do another round of the tiebreakers in the FMLFPL Cup.
We're starting with the main event.
Starting with the main event.
Yeah.
Which is how we should do it, I think.
Undercard is the headliner.
Yeah, exactly. So there's 3 ties, not that many to go through. First one is L'Equipe versus Multiball Vuvuzela.
This is not even a fair matchup.
What the fuck is
it official L'Equipe FPL team or?
It's not the official team. Dude's rocking an American flag.
Okay. So maybe he doesn't even know that that's a French
Does he have the
sports
apostrophe?
newspaper.
Has the apostrophe.
Okay.
Apostrophe, as they say.
Apostrophe.
What is Multiball Vuvuzela? Is that a ref or something? Is that like a pun on something?
What the fuck is multi-ball?
Or is that just 2 random words put together? Well, when I think of multi-ball, I think of pinball.
Yeah, multi-ball
And
is
when I think
definitely
of
a pinball
Vuvuzela,
thing.
I mean, there's only one thing to think about.
When I hear multi-ball, I hope they're talking about murder ball, but they're not. So.
All right, who do you guys like? Put your votes in.
I got to go with the Vuvuzela.
Nate?
Yep. Yeah, Vuvu for me.
Okay. I was going to say L'Equipe, but it doesn't matter. Vuvu wins.
It's got to
You're
be
such
the
a
least
Francophile.
creative team. Yeah, it's just like basically team name, but in
Yeah.
French. Yeah.
Yeah. It means, doesn't it mean the
Change
team,
name.
I think?
If it was change name in French,
In
that'd
French?
be good. Yeah.
That
Oh,
would
yeah.
be
They
good.
would go
Yeah,
the other
people
way for
should
sure.
look into that. Yeah, I don't know. Multi-ball Vuvuzela is just nonsense to me. So, but good job by them. Good job by John with the win there. Second round, we got Los Carniceros. I don't know what that means. CARNICEE. ICEROS. Carniceros? Don't know.
Like
The meaty
meat
guys.
Yeah,
or
it sounds
something?
like meat. It sounds
Meat
like
something.
the meatheads. I don't know what it means. You guys can look it up. And the next
Yeah.
name is ASMR
the
Begovic.
butchers. Oh,
Butcher. ASMR Begovic.
ASMR Begovic. What are these names?
Yeah.
It's kind of nonsense, but I love
It's
it.
also nonsense.
Yeah.
This is the perfect blend of nonsense. I got to go with the Begas here.
like Begovic doing ASMR.
Yeah,
Because
unless
that I would pay
there's-
for.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he does it. Maybe he has a Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, his name is also Asmir.
Oh,
Yeah.
ASMR. Okay.
It's just Begovic smoking a cigarette like an inch away from a
Yeah.
microphone.
Tapping with his goalie gloves on. Okay, yeah, I'll give it to Becca. I like it. It's basically his name, but a little playful. Good job by you,
Yeah.
Pedro. Pedro threw in the cup. And then last one is Always Sunny in Philly. That's Sunny as in Youngman Sun, SONNY. And the other one is Jesus Walks. So a bit of a North London derby here.
Should I sit this one out? Or
I mean, yeah,
pretty
maybe.
biased here.
The thing for me is that I actually really don't like that show and don't think it's funny at all. Even though I personally like Philadelphia, the city, I don't like the show. So that name does absolutely nothing for me, and I'm Jesus. But what do you think, Guest?
Jesus Walks is just, it's a little too easy for me. Okay, does he have the appropriate punctuation in Jesus, the accent mark?
No accent.
All right, I might have to take some points away for that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Always Sunny, I think.
Wow. I mean, it is good. Like it works. You know what I mean? It's the sunny
it's pretty-
functions.
Yeah, it's an obvious pun.
It's a shame that the length doesn't allow for the full spelling of Philadelphia. I actually really don't like shortening
Always
it
Sunny
to
in Philly. Yeah,
Yeah,
but you just
yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do. Oh man, this is a really tough one.
It's kind of a draw for me right now, to be honest, because there's just reasons to
I wish I
dislike
could
both.
hear him say it, because if he said Jesus walks, out immediately.
Right.
Or if he said Jesus walks, out immediately,
Yeah.
disqualified. It has
there's
to be
only one right
Jesus
way to
walks.
do this.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, fuck, dude. I don't know what to do here. Should I show you guys? We might have to go to the tape here.
What's the tiebreaker?
What's
if
their
we're somehow
what's their
undecided?
jersey? What's
Yeah,
the
I'm
kit?
gonna
Fantasy
pull
kit.
up. I'm gonna pull up the
And
tape
country.
here. Yep, let's go. We have to go deeper. So this is Sonny, Evan. Kit's all black.
All blacks.
Oh,
Kind of hot.
Kind of fucked
I'm
up.
into it.
Kind of hot. Obviously, Spurs fan league, American. Not surprised. Probably from Philly. I think no shockers there, right? And then other dude,
Oh,
Colin.
that's a strong
Ooh.
kid. That's a
really
strong kid.
playful kid,
Yeah. I
vibrant kid.
I like
Look
this
at
more
those
than the all black
neon.
like Matrix Antifa vibe.
What does
I
it
mean,
say on the kit? Like, what is that?
Oh, the flag.
What's the
sponsor?
sponsor's huge?
That's huge for
Is
me,
that
but
Ukraine?
I actually have no idea what that is.
I can't
'Cause it's
see.
so-
it's
it's so
way
small.
smaller for us. Yeah.
Oh, it's football stands together. Join the Premier League and clubs in showing support for the people of Ukraine suffering from Russia's actions. Respect. Arsenal fan, American, obviously.
Yeah. Zinchenko fan.
True.
I just got to give credit to the salmon socks.
Salmon socks, bit of an orange, like a darker orange, not quite auburn shorts, and then just a pop-off kit. A pop-off top. What do you guys feel strongly about either one? Are we just going to spend the entire hour talking about this?
I think I got to go with Jesus on the
I
kit.
think I'm Jesus
tiebreaker.
as well. I'm Jesus
All right.
as well.
I was always Jesus.
Well, yeah, naturally. Okay, wow. Good job, Colin. You barely made it through.
Squeaked through.
Yeah, I'm going to actually report all the losers for offensive names. They did a bad job. All right, let's go to how we did this week. Who should I start with? I'll pull you up, guest. Where are you actually? Don't see guest. I've lost the guest tab. Oh, there it is. All right. How'd you do this week, guest?
Up until a few hours ago, I was feeling fine. Just after Liverpool put 6 past Leeds, it all was like, okay, that's actually it's not that bad of a red. I'm still in the 500k zone. It's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Average jumped up a lot today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have like a kind of template top 10k team. I feel like you brought in Jack. You have Kane, Tony, Holland. I guess you don't have Ollie. That's the big thing, right? Like if you didn't have Ollie, like
Or
me
Mo.
and Nate don't, you have to have had Mo,
Yeah.
or you got destroyed this week.
So I fall in the destruction column.
The destruction column. Yeah.
What
go
are you
to
at?
Nate
What
here.
what rank you at? How you doing this year?
I was doing real bad. I was like over 1 million for a while, but in the last 5 or so
Go
game
back,
weeks, I went up to like the 500Ks.
Nice.
So
Yeah. You were
I'm on an
1.1
upward trajectory.
million
On your way up.
in Gameweek 26. You were 1.1 million. So yeah, not bad. Nate is obviously unstoppable this season, as we know.
Small green this week.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now you're back and you're engaged
Yeah.
to the game.
I
you
was
might
kind of
start
better when
losing rank.
now I'm going to start losing. Exactly.
But your transfers were great.
Yeah. One in the cup,
Johnstone in with a
too.
9.
Yeah, the Johnstone was great.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, still alive in the cup, which is huge.
You don't have free hit though, right?
No, I'm wild carding next week.
Right. So you're rolling into this week just with the guys you have.
One transfer probably. Yeah.
Do you have 11 or close
technically, but Bueno doesn't really count as the 11th.
Yeah. Okay. It's same with me. Minute. I have one free to make it 11. Yeah. So I think we're both in a pretty good spot there.
Yeah. Nice. It's kind of pick of the litter with Holland and, the midfield guys. Like,
yeah. And we'll get into this week. Yeah. I mean, we're going to spend, I think, the whole episode on like the fixtures for this week.
Yeah.
Because that's what everyone cares about. I'm on 70 this week. I was on
sick.
50K red arrow before the Liverpool game, and now I'm on
the Trent Darwin.
Ooh. Yeah, Trent, Mo, Darwin. I'm on like a 12K green arrow now or something like that.
Did you celebrate the Darwin goal more than the other ones, or how did
no? They were all today? Fucking. I loved all of them so much.
Yeah, Trent was so good.
Trent was unreal. Probably should have kept it clean if not for an insane Konate error. So he could have had a lot more even. And then, Mo was great. I mean, he just 2 great finishes. And, transfers were good. Martinelli got 5. Trent got 9. That's what you're looking for with your free transfers, So Liverpool really saved me this week, as it did with a lot of people. Ollie continues to just... He's 78% owned in elite teams, 83% owned in the top 10K, 16-pointer, scores every fucking week. So, Jesus Christ, that was almost a disaster of a week. But, we move.
Nice.
So, not going to do league updates. FPL site, as usual, absolute piece of shit. Not updated yet. Skip that. Let's go to the week, the Gameweek 32 blank Gameweek. And I think the best way to do it is just go fixture by fixture, because I don't know, some of them will just have nothing to say and some are the biggest talking points of the week. And the first game of the week's on Friday. Arsenal hosting Southampton. Nate, what's your temp? What's your Arsenal temp right now after the 2-2?
Pretty dark.
Yeah.
But if anything, it's good for this week, FPL wise. Like, they're just going to go for the throat, and hopefully the team's done getting cocky at 2-0 and, being casual in midfield in the back. I mean, we also need to get some of our main possession guys back. No Zinchenko, no Saliba is really bad.
Yeah.
Seems like Partey was like kind of injured or something. He was playing pretty shitty. Martinelli wasn't as involved as normal, so hopefully we'll get back to the what we've been doing the last couple of months.
Yeah.
And Southampton's pretty fucking bad.
God, they're bad.
Worst keeper in the league. Could put up a few pretty easily.
Yeah. So you like going? I mean, everyone.
You're gonna give up a goal to Theo, aren't you?
Yeah. I was gonna say it's not gonna be a clean.
Oh, okay. Because we did get 2 questions on that. Harley Boy said, "Is Arsenal defense no longer trustworthy, or is Southampton bad enough to have at least one Arsenal defender in your free hit?" And Kev's just asking about Ben White because he's just keeps getting
I think that's
returns.
worth it. Yeah. What's the question?
Do we trust Arsenal's defense? And I mean,
well, it doesn't really. He's been so much more attacking. Like all of a sudden, he's been great all year, but the last 3 games or so, he's just been like actually overlapping a lot and getting found. And the quality's there now. So yeah, he's a great pick. Obviously, there's a good chance for it clean, but like, it's just been kind of sketchy with holding and just giving up the ball more. If Tierney's in, it's definitely it's not what it was.
It's like trending downwards. You think?
Yeah. But honestly, we'll see pressers. What's going on with those guys?
Yeah. I think. I mean, Jason, you're on free hit. Like, what was your initial sort of like read of the thing? Because neither of us are on free hit. We just have the Arsenal guys that we have. Are you thinking like triple Arsenal attack? Are you thinking 1 defender, 2 mids, or what?
Yeah. I'm on triple Arsenal attack. I didn't even really bother with anything besides triple Arsenal attack. What's even the status of Zinchenko? Is he coming back?
It was like a groin injury or something, but I don't think he said anything about it, right? Yeah.
He was kind of just there, but not. Yeah. He's not like that injured, but who knows? I don't know the timeline.
Yeah, I was just straight into 3 attackers. I'm on Martinelli, Odegaard, Jesus.
Right. Yeah, it seems good. I mean, Southampton, I don't know, man. They are the worst team in the league. They are where they deserve to be. I was looking, someone in different double pivot Discord sent this like table where you can sort of look at, you can change like the date range to a specific date range and then look at the per 90 team stats and stuff like that. And I was looking just at Southampton since Celes took over, and their non-penalty XG4 per 90 is second worst in the league, 0.72 per match. And their non-penalty XG against, actually not that bad. It's like mid-table. So everything, I mean, according to that, it should be the easiest clean in Arsenal's season at home to them. And the attack is maybe not less, is a little less.
They have some guys on the counter. It would be the only thing, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy to me that Theo's even still in the league.
I mean,
I was watching Match of the Day highlights of that game. I was like, wow, it feels like 20 years ago that he was playing for Arsenal.
Yeah,
probably was a very Theo miss too.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I think that's just like a reflection of how bad they are. That he comes in and he's like, we need to ride Walcott to staying up.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck is going on?
And for whatever it's worth, Arsenal has the highest clean sheet odds for the coming week.
I mean, I still think, I know that they're like trending downward, and obviously 2 concede against Liverpool, 2 concede against West Ham. For me, like if I was free hitting, I think I would still trust Arsenal's defense. I mean, I think that is just the easiest clean of the week by a lot.
You think it's worth dropping an attacker for a defender?
I do, because I think that Arsenal are going to have like 75% of the ball and eventually get a lead, right? Like they're just going to keep attacking until they get a lead. Yeah. And then they're going to fucking tighten up, because obviously dropping points in back-to-back games while up 2-0 is unacceptable.
And that's kind of why we drop points, the whole like laying off, tightening up thing.
I think if anything, they'll just... I more mean like focus up, like keep the ball, maintain your 80% possession when you're in the lead.
Maintain
Never
the
give
intensity.
them a fucking sniff. Maintain the intensity.
What Liverpool did today. That game could have turned on the goal.
Absolutely.
Leeds fans were getting into it. I was like, wow,
100%.
Kind of feels like the Liverpool game from last week.
Yeah.
And then they just scored again. I was like, oh, that's what you do.
Yeah, right. And that's what Arsenal had done all season, really. It's just like completely thrash teams till there's no point in them even attacking, right? And I just think at home especially, like, I just think it's a win to nil. And I really think Arsenal's a good, probably best shout for a clean. But then I
can't stop imagining the vision of Theo like doing the head down non-celebration. Like at the weekend when the City game came on, I was just like even though Nacho wasn't starting, I mean in the beginning I was like, they need to just bring on Nacho so he can score his goal. Like this is what happens. This is the inevitability. And I feel like, I don't know. Anyway, it obviously happened, and then I've just been thinking about Theo banging one in and like head down, like no emotion. The players like patting him on the back, and he's just standing
there. Southampton go up 2-0, and he's just doing the 2-0 thing while getting stretchered off. Nate fucking having nightmares, panic sweats. I mean, it's nothing's a sure thing, obviously, and Southampton they're not going to get 0 chances, and a JWP free kick from 30 yards is scary. But I think of the week, it's the best shout. But the other thing is, like, if you go a defender or even 2 defenders, I think it's so hard to choose like which attacker. Like, I don't think it's obvious at all. Like Bear said, can we fire Saka off into the sun? Like, Obviously not. He's still a really good pick.
No, you hold.
But Martinelli is a really good pick. Odegaard's a really good pick. Jesus is a really good pick. I don't know. Do any of you feel particularly strong about which guy?
I still feel like. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I went for Jesus without too much second thought, just because in the striker category on a free hit, like it's not like you're drowning in options, so it just felt like a fun choice to get a low ownership guy like him.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a good point. I was just gonna say that. I guess it's a little Zinchenko dependent, but Martinelli is just like he's the guy. He's basically the striker in the system. Like he's kind of the most strikery guy. Like he works hard in defense, but he's not really that involved in build up. Like his job is to get to the end line, create the last pass, or make a run to get a shot on goal and to shoot as much as possible.
Yeah.
And Jesus has been amazing, and he's like, been kind of revitalizing everything. But he's also all over, like this last game, he was fucking everywhere. He was like playing left back and center midfield and right mid and left mid and sometimes striker. Obviously, he's really good and he could pop off. But I don't know. If I had to rank them, I'd probably be like Martinelli, then Jesus, then Saka, then Odegaard, I guess.
Yeah,
but they're all good. They're close. They're all very close.
Yeah, it's all very close. And the thing with 1 week, I mean, we say this every year, but like free hit is such a crapshoot. Like things that seem like a sure thing are not a sure thing. Things that seem impossible are not impossible. It's one game, like so high variance. So yeah, I think I agree with your ordering, but no one would be surprised if like Odegaard and Xhaka are the goal scorers and Martinelli and Saka blank. Like everyone would just be like, oh yeah.
I don't know how that affects your approach. I was going to say like it is the kind of team where it's really spread around, especially this year.
Yeah, it is.
Where like
it really is.
They could win 2-0 and it's Xhaka and I don't know. It's like Xhaka and Saka or Xhaka and Martinelli.
Gabriel
header off a corner and like somebody, whatever guy you don't have.
Yeah,
pretty easily.
Anyone you don't have.
I guess if you have 3 attackers, you have a much higher percentage of actually having the guy that scores. But I guess the white pick is kind of like hedging both. It's like there's a pretty good chance of clean and a decent chance that he gets another assist or something.
I like that. I like the white pick a lot.
Probably lower chance of an assist than the attacker, obviously, but it's
mean, I guess like the last thing on this game is like, do either of you see just like an absolute blowout? Like, do either of you just see like 5-0?
I mean, I think that's like, how many fixtures this week have the potential of being like a fucking thrashing like that? I think just given the, narrative or actual motivation that Arsenal have and how shit Southampton are, like, yeah, it's a distinct possibility. I mean, if I had to put money on like which of these fixtures are going to be a blowout,
right?
Arsenal's like a top 2 choice.
Yeah, I think that is right.
It's probably the biggest chance because, I mean, what are the teams like do what Liverpool did 2 weeks in a row? Like, not usually. Usually, then the other team's like, okay, well, let's not do that.
Yeah, let's not get fucking thrashed.
I mean, it's Forest. They're not good, but they're going to be like, okay, let's not give up 6 goals.
Yeah, right. So that said, I mean,
but Arsenal coming off 2 kind of shitty results, they're going to be going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine the fucking diagrams that Arteta is drawing on the board in the locker room right now? Like, he's got to get them fucking hyped. They have like a huge City game after this next one. So it's time to like. Oh my
God. Is that the next one? Gameweek 33 is?
Yeah.
I thought we had Newcastle first.
33 is
City
the big
first.
One. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's in 9 days.
The Darb.
Wait, is there anything? I mean, he's not going to rest players because obviously, Southampton's a must win. But there's only 3 days off before the City match. Does that scare us?
3 full days off in between.
3 full days off.
I'm not scared of that at all.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure. I didn't realize that Gameweek 33 is a midweek. So we're going to have no time for our wild cards, Nate. We're going to have a day.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say is Trossard is really close to the first 11.
He's really good.
Especially after what everyone else did. I don't know whose spot he would take. He could take anybody's pretty much.
Yeah.
So if anybody's
all the guys are in form though, right? Like it's not like any of the front four are playing badly.
No. But his connectivity and just kind of always like constant positivity, like always trying to create something and being brave with the ball. I think that's like fucking Arteta's dream. So if he feels like he's going to get that out of him over, I mean, Martinelli's like his workhorse. So it's hard to say, but if there is one guy to come in, it would be Trossard.
And I'm thinking like if there's one guy that you maybe don't want to play 90 minutes because you 100% need him at full fitness, it's Jesus.
It's probably Jesus, yeah.
Like most recently off an injury, starts like 5 games in a row, off of injury.
That's
and
a good
need
point.
him to just go absolutely crazy against City. And it's also his derby. I mean, like maybe there's a small % chance Trossard starts for Jesus.
Yeah. If I had to guess, I'd say it's still Jesus, but Trossard maybe comes on a little earlier than the last game.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a leak. I don't know. It's the first game. I don't know. All right. That's a lot of Arsenal. Next game is Fulham Leeds. The only question we got was Jitterbug. He said, who are the best Fulham picks on free hit? Yes, Fulham suck, but I got to exploit Leeds. Dan James is ineligible, so where do I go? I mean, Leeds are fucking... I was so obviously happy that we destroyed them today, but they're fucking disaster. Like I think they have a very good chance of going down. So I see where he's coming from, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, did you bet on relegation teams yet?
I bet like futures odds and throughout the season and stuff like that, but I haven't actually looked in a little bit on who's likeliest. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, Southampton are still just like nailed on pretty much to go down.
I just mean your picks. Like,
I think last week me and Walsh picked, and I think I did say Southampton, Forest, and Leeds.
Yeah,
I think that was the 3 that I picked. I'm not sure. We both kind of thought Everton would get out of it, and Leicester would get out of it.
Do you feel different about Everton now?
I mean, they're very bad. Don't get me wrong, but we'll get to them next. But do you guys see any picks in this game? Any?
Honestly, no. I know Leeds are trash, but I built my team elsewhere, so I didn't even have to dip into this fixture at all. I don't know. Like, no one on Fulham strikes me as like I don't know. It's just like too much variation. I can't tell where the points are going to come from.
Yeah, I think that's like recency bias probably. Because I don't think Fulham is I don't think they're that much better than Leeds, honestly.
No, they're bad.
Like they could lose this game.
Yeah.
Leeds totally came close to scoring a couple against Liverpool.
Yeah.
They could score 2 against Fulham and Fulham could fuck their chances up like easily.
Yep.
None of their players are that good.
Yeah.
Without Mitro,
Right.
I don't believe
didn't Leeds put up like over 1.5 XG against Liverpool?
Yeah, it was probably...
it felt like there was some chances.
It was... Understat has it 1.1, but it's a little weird, though, because the goal was like basically just gifted to them.
Yeah.
And that was like probably the biggest chance of the game. But
Aronson almost scored that one.
Yeah. There was an Aronson chance and a Rodrigo chance. Those are the 2 I remember that were pretty good. But yeah, Fulham fucking suck. So, Pereira... Like, it's one of those things where free hit teams probably have no reason to go for a Fulham player because you don't need the budget. But non-free hit teams, like if you're still holding Pereira, like happily start him, right? Like he's not bad.
Yeah.
He could absolutely score this week. Leeds are bottom 3 team in the league probably, but yeah, I am not like transferring him in, I don't think.
Yeah, I'll probably start him.
Yeah, it's a great pick. Great pick this week.
Instead of taking a hit or something like.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's still on pens. He's still shooting a lot. He could have scored against Everton. I mean, they were all over Everton. Fucking Harry Wilson. I don't know. It's like when I was watching the highlights of that game, it was just like Harrison Reed goal, Harry Wilson goal, Dan James goal. I was like, this is Everton. Like, this is Everton heritage. Like, what the fuck? So bad. Next match is Brentham Villa. Only question we got was obviously about Ollie Watkins. X50 said, for those of us who still don't have Watkins, are we just being stubborn and dumb and should get him in ASAP? He scores every game and it's driving me insane. So what the hell are we doing here? None of us have him. Are we just really bad at FPL and stupid?
Yep.
Yeah, probably right.
I didn't because I hadn't watched Villa in months.
Yeah.
Until this last game, and I didn't realize that he was just really putting it together this year. Like, I've always liked the player from like a tactical perspective, like his pace, his work rate, all of his pressing and shit. But he's like, actually seems like he's technically improved under Emery. Like, he's just the guy. He's like has more license to shoot earlier. Right. I mean, that header assist was fucking incredible.
It was so good.
And the goals are so sick.
He's so goddamn good.
Like, where did this come from?
I was just shocked that after the other day, like, Villa are very much in the Europe spots.
They're right there.
Yeah, like Emery is just destined to be in the Europa League. Like, they're definitely going to knock out either Spuds or Newcastle for one of those spots.
Yeah, that caught me off guard when Emery mentioned it in the press conference. It's like, we're very much going to in the frame to achieve our goals.
Okay, Nate. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean,
his English did get better.
His English got better, which is huge for them. But yeah, I mean, his numbers on the season are basically the same as they've been every other season. Like, he's getting a little higher non-penalty XG per 90, same XA per 90. He's just finishing well. But I think that's like not really reflective of how much better he's playing, because I think since Emery, but even more specifically, like, recently, since like Gameweek 21 or something like that, his numbers are insanely good. Really, like, elite striker good. Like, getting tons of chances. I mean, his XG versus Newcastle, for example, which is not an easy fixture, is 1, which is very good. And he's getting tons of shots. And I just think that, he's always been a good player. I agree with you, Nate. And Emery's just a good manager and has always been a good manager, and he's just doing a good job. Is this a good fixture? No,
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Brentford
a few
losing
weeks
every
ago,
game.
I would have said no, but
they lose every game.
They've kind of just like, they've just kind of gone stale a little bit.
Is there a beach shout?
Yeah, potentially.
I mean, Brentham don't have anything like, the sort of parameters for a beaching are all laid out. Like,
they have everything.
The umbrellas are like up, the towels are on the sand. Like, all they have to do is just take their positions. It's like, it's all there for them.
I mean, it does sort of seem like that, right? Like, there's not that many teams that are beachable right now. I think that there's basically 4: Brentford, Fulham, who also lose every game except for Everton, obviously, because Everton, Chelsea, who just lose every game, and Woy's Palace, who just win every game and are now safe, and now they're eligible for the beach. So, I don't know. Yeah, Ollie, long story short, I think Ollie's obviously a good pick this week, and everyone should probably have him. What about Villa defense? What about A, Villa defense, and B, like, Tony? What do you guys think? What do you think? Yes.
So I'm on my free hit. I've got Ollie straight in. Just form,
automatic.
Brentham, Beachening incoming, and then I have Alex Moreno on my team just because I don't know, happy for Dare to be like having a team that's good now and a manager that's fun and all of that. Yeah. So I just was like, all right, get on my team, and I don't think it's really going to be a clean, but it's like you're kind of struggling to grasp at cleans in this game week. So I was like, why not? Villa could do it.
Are you thinking about Darwin at all? And it's jumping in a different direction, but for your team.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
I mean, after the non-start, no.
Doesn't matter.
7 minutes, one shot, one goal. Imagine what he could do in 90. Yeah, I know. The Darwin non-start, I think, really shook up people's free hits probably to just feel like he can't be in there. But what about Tony, Nate? You think Tony's a pick?
If I was free hitting, I wouldn't have him.
Fair.
I have him. I'm not going to after this week.
Yeah. I probably
when I'm
won't
done with
either.
my free hit, Tony's getting out of my team. This is the end of the line for him.
I'm surprised you guys are so down on him. I still feel like he's just like a good pick always. I mean, Brentford score every game at home. I don't like a Villa clean shout at all. I mean, Brentford's not scored at home twice this season. One was in September against Arsenal, and one was in October against Chelsea. So they've scored in every game at home since mid-October. I mean, they're always good at home. I don't think they're gonna I don't think it's an easy fixture or a win or anything like that. But I feel like Tony's so consistent. I feel totally fine with him in my team this week, and I don't think on free hit I would go Villa defense. I don't really know where I'd go yet because I'm not on free hit. I haven't played with it, but I don't know. I don't like a clean shout. I don't know. That's it. I guess that's it on that fixture. Palace and Everton. Wow. Disaster. What a fixture. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, I'm on either 2 or 3 Palace defenders.
Really?
Not that I'm going to start. Well, so I have Johnstone.
Okay.
And then
good pick.
Gahey probably starting for me. And then I might just have another Palace defender on my bench.
No Eze?
I'm between Eze or the third Palace defender, but in both cases, they're probably on the bench.
Wow.
Ooh.
Dude, Eze is so
I was thinking
good.
about bringing in Eze, yeah. He's unleashed.
Yeah. So I'm not settled on my team, but Eze and Jacob Ramsey were my 2 kind of filler mids, one of whom would start. So I guess Eze between those 2.
I was listening to some Anfield rap today, and you guys know I love Neil, former friend, guest on the pod. He was talking about Palace, and he was like, Brighton should buy Eze off the back of the fact that he's the only player in the world that can make Brighton better because they're the best team in the world. Obviously he's kidding, but fucking Eze is so good, man. I feel like, again, I haven't played with the free hit team, and obviously you want to pile on Liverpool, Arsenal, but I feel like I would be really, really tempted to have Eze in the team.
Yeah, I am. I'm definitely considering him as my transfer this week.
Your one transfer to make 11.
Oh, for a longer term hold?
Well, no, we're
just
both
for this week.
Wild carding.
Oh, you're wild carding. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just feels like Woy's got the band back together. Back to the Palace of old, just kind of unleashing the tricky guys, up front.
Yeah.
The Woy bounce has been immense. I can't really parse out whether he's leading them to, I don't know, sustain just glory or straight to the beach. Because, Woy's a good guy, but he's almost done the job already. Is he just gonna...
Yeah, he pretty much has done the job again already. It is funny. He even kind of mentioned it in the post-match. He was like, he didn't say the word beach, but he was like, yeah, once we get to 40 points, then I'll be able to watch the football and enjoy it. Or he's just wants to chill so hard. But yeah, I mean, that same site, I guess I could link to it in the show or something. But, since Dyche has been in, Everton are conceding 1 point. Oh, wait, no, this is with penalties. My bad. Let me do that again. Everton are conceding 1.73 non-penalty XG against per game.
Without penalties.
Without pens. I mean, it's Bournemouth, then Fulham, then Forest, then Everton in that time frame since Dyche has been in.
Yeah.
They are a fucking disaster. I don't know. Everything that I've believed about Dyche and thought that I knew about Dyche has just been wrong. totally. I mean, they can't score. They've scored more than one goal 4 times all season, but they are putting up good attacking underlyings under Dyche. Like, they're getting guys in good positions. They just have bad players. And then their defense is just like, again, like bottom 4, bottom 3 in the league since he's come in. Like, he hasn't tightened it at all. They're high pressing. They're liable. I feel like you can just like a long ball over the top is liable to beat them at any time. Like, I feel like Palace are just going to have their way with this team. Like, it's perfect for Olise passing to Eze or Ayew crossing to Eze or, just like on the run 2v2s and stuff like that and just destroying this team. Just like Fulham did.
Yeah, Dyche might just not be one of these guys that can just come in and tighten up a defense. Like, his Burnley team's never changed. Like, he might need the offseason to work with this team and figure it out. Like, they played in a really specific way, and he was really hesitant to ever change any player. Probably for a good reason. I mean, he's got Tarko. He's got half the Burnley squad there, basically, but it's not enough, apparently.
Yes, I like Palace. I like Eze by far the most of any of their picks, but I think he's a great pick this week, and I wouldn't go near anyone on Everton.
Yeah.
Leicester Wolves. Any picks there, Jason? You're looking at
Iverson, backup keeper.
Good pick.
Yeah, that's really it. That's What else do you do?
No Diego Costa. No.
Yeah, disrespect.
I have a.
You gotta get him for bench fodder.
Totti on the bench.
Yeah, on the bench.
Wow,
coming in at what is he? 3.8. Yeah, you gotta have a 3.8 on the bench.
Yeah, you're not really living life on a free hit if you don't have that. Yeah, I don't know. They could clean Wolves, but Matto is like the one guy that people like might actually own. What do you think about Matto this week?
Wants a goal so bad. He should have
laid it off to Nacho.
Yeah, to Nacho. Yeah. He wants one so bad that he's not assisting easy goals.
I know.
Yeah, I just don't think the team is good enough right now.
Yeah, they're trash. They're fucking garbage.
Like, Matto, he's good, but like, it doesn't matter.
There was like, I got a tiniest bit of hope from that last 20 minutes against City that they might actually have something cooking. Obviously, it took taking Vardy off because he's the most washed in the league.
City does that. When they get up by that much, they just completely back off.
Yeah. And they subbed off
and they
all
make
their best
subs.
players. But like, still, I mean, City's backup 11 backing off is like probably a similar level to Wolves. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you already own Matto, keep him obviously, but I wouldn't bring him in even on a free hit. I don't know. The fixture is kind of a stay away.
Yeah,
it's just so hard to read because it's like, I don't know what Dino's really gonna do, and the fact that he started Vardy in the first game, just like, come on, dude, like, how fucking stupid are you? Yeah, I don't know. I was going to maybe make a case for Matto, but what's the point? So the other big game is Liverpool home NFO. I should say the other targetable game, I think. So which 3 Liverpool are you on right now, guess, on your free hit?
In this moment, I'm on Trent and Robbo and Mo.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Mo and Trent should be in every team. I think that's like very obvious. If I was on free hit, there's not even a second consideration of either of them not being in the team. I think the third is where you could get a little interesting.
Yeah, the only thing I'm bummed about is when my free hit is done, I go back to having no Liverpool on my team, and then and then they go away to Western Ham, which is pretty good.
Or is it good? I mean, they just took points off the fucking leader. I don't know if it's good. I don't know. You like Robbo as the third, Nate, or would you maybe try and target another attacker?
I mean, what can we do? And are any of them secure enough to get really? Like,
yeah,
it feels like there
if
isn't
someone
really
was
an option.
injured. If any of the attackers was like out for a while, I'd probably end up going with one of the safer picks, but I can't it's just not worth the risk of like not having a guy start.
Right. Yeah, you're risking everyone else on free hit having 90 minutes and you having 20 minutes in one of your
especially
spots or
now
something.
Diaz is like at least coming back. He's probably not starting the next game.
5 minutes, yeah.
Fuck.
Like, are you really getting Gakpo Jota when like either could easily not start?
Bobby can start.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Bob and Diaz I can pretty confidently say won't start.
Yeah.
But it's still
Darwin could
2
come in
for
for
3.
either.
Yeah, Darwin could come in for either. I mean, I think that like after that Leeds game, the fact that Jota's, I mean, he started 4 in a row, which is, not a mistake. He didn't have to start all those other games. Clearly, Klopp is backing him and loves him. And then he fucking triple returns today. Like, he sets up Mo and braces. Like, I feel like you can pretty reliably say he's going to start. Like, I don't think that that's a stretch. Like, he's being ridden at the moment in all of these games that are must wins, right? And like big games against the big teams, and then a must win at Leeds. He's starting all of them. So,
would you in like a free hit or a transfer this week, would you have him over Watkins?
That's really hard, actually. Like, Watkins is in the best imaginable form, obviously, but the fixture is so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like we talked about earlier, like the possibility of like scoring 5 for Villa away Brentford, I think is like none.
1%.
Yeah. Versus like Liverpool at home have been consistently good all season. Mm-hmm. Like, at home has never been the problem this season. At home, they score a lot of goals and put up huge numbers and destroy these teams. And Forest are maybe worst team in the league on the road. So, like, geez, I think I might on free hit. The ceiling is so much higher. It's so much higher.
On a free hit, you can roll the dice. But if you wouldn't do a transfer of a non-Mo attacker for like, a real transfer.
For me, it would be like a 1 week free hit, essentially.
Yeah, for me, a transfer is a free hit, basically, because we're
because of Haaland. Yeah, because Haaland's blanking, I can go to anybody.
But if you're not free hitting and not wild carding, no, I definitely wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
I would definitely go Ollie, I think.
Okay,
right, because if you're planning to hold him for like the rest of the season potentially, I mean. Villa after the blank are home Fulham, away, man. Damn, you guys this is harder than it looks because Villa's also not doubling. They're away Man United in 34. Whereas Liverpool are home Spurs, home Fulham in the double.
Yeah. Their schedule is not good, Villa. Not easy.
Yeah, it's really not. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should think more about this. I mean, honestly.
And Liverpool,
Jota might be the guy. Jota really might be the guy.
Home Spurs, home Fulham is the Liverpool double.
It's so good.
Pretty fucking good, yeah.
It's so good. I mean, Liverpool's fixtures are ridiculous for the rest of the season. I mean, everyone should be triple. It's just that third guy. Because I think you can make a case for Alisson, Robbo, DVD, Darwin, Jota, Gakpo. You can make a case for all of them. Konate, you can make a case for all of them. I'm saying you can. He wins lots of headers. He could score. Yeah, I don't know. Jota, I think, is probably who I'd be leaning on right now. Leaning towards right now. But double defense. I mean, Liverpool keep 11 clean sheets on the season. 7 of them are home. Right? Again, at home, it's just a different team.
Yeah, I just feel safe with the clean sheet potential here. Yeah, it just seems, I don't know. I just feel like I can go to bed without anxiety knowing that, 2 defenders are going to be at home against fucking NFO.
Yeah. Yeah, NFO, who I think they've scored 5 goals away from home all season in 15 games. So it's not ideal. But I don't know. I'm just such a pessimist that I'm like, they're going to get chances. It's like Brennan's really fast. Like Gibbs White's decent on the break. Taiwo's good on the break. I'm like, they're still going to get chances because Liverpool, even when they're playing at their absolute pinnacle, concede chances on the break.
Yeah, it's the
just overall.
It's
if
the
you
way
were to
it is
look
the
at
game,
like, if you were to rank all the possible home fixtures for Liverpool to keep it clean, like this would be. You get like I'm just playing the odds
probably
here.
number one.
Yeah, I'm coming at it without emotion, just like dryly playing the odds on it.
Well, they're also the like probably third and fourth best attackers on the team, which helps.
What?
FPL
Right. Yeah, being halfway to a clean is like they're half. It's like I'm halfway to scoring a goal already. Any attacking return is like, cherry on top.
Robbo has been a lot less attacking though lately. By my eyes. I mean, I don't know. This whole new positioning thing is obviously new for everyone, including me.
Yeah, he only popped up around the box. Like
there was I think it was the good, second Mo goal. It was like his cross to Gakpo who then played in Mo. He
had one really good chance, didn't he, Robbo?
He had a good chance against Arsenal, I think. But I don't know if he had one
I thought he had a shot that was pretty close today.
I don't remember that, but I could be misremembering. But he versus like Trent is like he just keeps moving further up the pitch. He's on the ball more than anyone in the midfield, and he's also making like the attacking right back runs. I just don't know if Robbo has that like brace of assist, clean Max Bones potential that he used to have anymore. Which is why, again, like there's not that many attackers that we all like this week, right? And I just want a piece of Liverpool attack more than I do a piece of their defense. I think I would like try and find a way to get Jota in instead of a defender personally, but I don't know. It's also Monday. We'll see if I change my tune on Thursday.
How do you feel about Trent's new kind of more license to be really in that like central six role? Obviously, it's not like strictly, it's not starting there, but he was ending up there a lot in like a deep playmaker role. Do you feel like that's worse potentially for FPL?
No, I think it's way better. I just think.
Okay.
Well, like, I mean, the two prime examples today were the first goal, which shouldn't have counted. I don't know what the fuck the refs were doing. It was like obvious handball, but aside from the handball, he ends up in like on the byline, attacking right back position, perfect cross tap in, like classic Trent goal, right? Like 1-2 with Mo, cross tap in, and then his other assist today, he's just like playing number 10, and he's just like, I'll play a perfect ball over top. Like he's just on the ball so much more in the middle of the park, and I think that's just like always good. And he's so good on bonus too, because like the passing, the created chances, all that stuff. So I mean he's just a phenomenal pick, and he paid us back, which is nice thing of him to do. But I don't know why Darwin's not starting. I wish he was starting. I'm not on free hit, so I'm just gonna run him out there. It's not like I'm gonna use a transfer on him this week.
And you very well might come out doing really well doing that. So
I mean, he's one of the very few players that will be in my team, will be in 0% of free hit teams. So like if he starts, I have potential to like really outscore the free hit teams, but probably won't start, and I'll probably get fucking fucked again, and they'll get a 1-pointer. There's only 2 fixtures on Sunday, so Bournemouth, West Ham. Are there picks here?
Nothing for me.
Yeah, Bournemouth's attack's been freakishly good.
Yeah, Solanke's obviously a god, but it's just he's not a top 3 god.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it's a bad fixture. I mean, West Ham are bad and boring, but they're still like kind of tight. Right. So
they're bad in the sense that you can still not score a ton of goals against them.
I think they can control the game too against a team like Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth will sit back. They're so happy to concede.
Soucek and Rice looked a lot better against Arsenal. I don't think Bournemouth have anybody that can really compete with them.
No, definitely not. But I do love my cherries, and it's looking like they might stay up. Let's fucking go.
They are fun.
Last game's Newcastle Spurs. Interesting game, but hard to find fantasy picks.
Yeah,
here, I feel
what
like.
do you make of Newcastle's collapse? Just a one-off blip?
I don't think it's really a collapse.
They got fucking dominated.
They did get done.
They got done.
They got done, but I don't know. They're better at home. I mean, every team is pretty much better at home, but I don't know. I mean, I think going into the game, my honest take would have been like, Newcastle are better, but Villa's playing really well. Like, could go either way. Like, obviously, I didn't see that coming. Like, just a 3-0, just, do whatever they want to Newcastle game. But I still think Newcastle at home, they're better than Spurs. I mean, there's no one in the world that would say that Spurs are the better team, right? I expect them to handle them.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if there's a pick here, right? Because the clean against Spurs, even though they suck, is still hard.
I'm stuck
finishers.
with 2 Newcastle still, and I'm not feeling good about it.
Right.
It feels like a 1-1 or a 2-1 or something.
Yeah, I mean, bet the fucking draw here, right? Like, both teams are so conservative. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely don't think I'd have a single player on my free hit team in this game.
No.
So right now I do have Kane. I mean, I've had Kane on my team for a while. I just still have him on this free hit. I was tinkering with turning him into Jota and dropping Robbo. But anyway, I also have Trips just as like not even a starter. I just had him for like maybe first on the bench or something.
Yeah, and Trips could 12-pointer any match. We've seen that this season, but like he's him and Kane are the exact type of player that I think every template team will be on, and I think they're both fucking awful picks on free hit. And like the way to like you can go as template as you want with the other 9 picks, but I think these 2 spots are spots to like exploit, and I no chance either of them would be in my team, I don't think.
Yeah, I would love to replace Kane. I'm pretty happy to go Kane-less on this one and just try to have some fun with another striker.
I mean, what's Kane's ceiling in this game? 5? I mean, seriously, what's he gonna do? Like, they're gonna. I mean, Penn's always possible. But
take Son over him if you're gonna have
Son's
a Spurs stacker.
He's in form. Yeah,
the right side, like when Trips is not around, the right side of that Newcastle defense is like
that's a good shot.
Pretty open. Like Botman's been pretty bad. He gets beat all the time. Like you could definitely see Son getting behind him and slotting one.
And he looked really good in the Bournemouth game.
Yeah.
He was like back, obviously the worldie against Brighton is nice, but not really like
he's allowed
repeatable.
To shoot again.
Yeah, he's allowed to shoot.
He's allowed to shoot
against
from distance,
Bournemouth. I mean, he did everything. He got huge chances, created huge chances. So yeah, that's a shout. And Son has like always been to me like the perfect free hit guy, like in the last couple seasons, because he can brace any game.
Yeah,
but like you don't really want him.
Well, he's also been like one of the most reliable goal scorers in the game.
He's like the guy who, in the season aggregate, he's gonna have goals. But it's like you don't know when they're gonna come. It makes it
but when
hard
he's hot, he runs really hot.
Yeah, and he's hot right now.
Because when he's finishing is there. It's like
that's a fun punt.
You got to jump on him.
It is a fun punt.
Huh? I don't know. I could maybe go 3-5-2 with Son.
I'm interested.
Definitely like it more than Kane.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I like I literally have Kane in my team for fucking weeks and weeks now. Like, I wouldn't mind just changing it up.
I do think there's a shout of 5 attackers between Liverpool and Arsenal and Trent, and then just filling out the rest of the team. Like, I think that if you're gonna, I mean, it's the same. They're obviously the best 2 clean shouts, but what's a clean, right? It's a fucking assist, basically, of points. But they're the 2 teams that could blow the absolute doors down. And like, I just want to put as many chips into that probably as possible, and just try and find a triple return or something, and hope for one of those games is 4-0. Both of them might be 4-0. I don't know, but I haven't tinkered with the team, so I don't really know what that looks like. And I was just saying earlier, like Ben White, whatever, but I don't know. That's kind of, it's hard. It's hard to make a free hit team. And it's luck, basically. Free hit teams basically all luck.
Well, aside from the Liverpool defenders, there's not that many other standouts. So having Ben White is actually kind of good.
Yeah, I guess there's not many other clean shouts that we like, right? I guess that's sort of the case for Trips on free hit, is that like at least he's attacking, at least he's on set piece, at least he's good on bones, because you don't want any defender in Fulham, Leeds, Brentford, Villa, Leicester, Wolves, Bournemouth, West Ham. Maybe you want a Palace defender, but like that's a maybe. I don't even think you do. Interesting.
Well, what would your free hit defense be? I mean,
well, that's kind of what I'm figuring out right now, and I don't really fucking know.
The thing is, like, other than Trent, they're all kind of compromise picks. Like, you do want to load up on attackers from Arsenal and Liverpool, so you kind of have to settle on like not the top 2 picks for cleans, but like 3 and 4.
Yeah, right.
In which I do think Palace do fall.
Yeah, I think a Villa guy too.
Oh, really? I just think Brentford always score at home.
I don't think anybody always scores at home.
Well, they do -2 games so far this season is what I mean. But I don't know. I have a weird feeling that Leicester are going to clean. And I just really, really don't like Wolves' attack. I mean, even both goals this week were just
so
like complete
fluky,
flukes. Like they just don't have any goal scorers in their squad. They're also the most conservative team in the league in terms of like defensive possession. And I don't really know what Dean Smith is going to do, but if he goes 5-3-2 again or whatever, or whatever he did, 5-4-1 again, how do Wolves score? I genuinely don't know. What's a Wolves goal? So maybe like one of the wing backs or something. Maybe like fucking Castagna or some shit. I don't know.
That's a shout.
But I don't know. I need to think about it more. Yeah, I mean, that's all the games. And there's some other questions, but I think we basically answered all of them by just going fixture by fixture. So fuck them.
They're also so cheap, by the way, the Leicester guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
there's one, 4 or 5 is the most. It's Christensen and Suter are 4 or 5. The rest are below.
When is Suter gonna score? We talk about fucking VV2. Suter gets a giant headed chance every other game, if not 2 in one game, and he just can't fucking score. I mean, he's a center back. His XG per 90 is 0.14. That's got to be like one of the highest I've ever seen for a center back. Maybe it's time.
He's got to know how to aim.
Maybe it's time. Yeah, he's just full holding circle every time.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Cannot do that. Last thing, I mean, what do you guys think about captain? Basically, Mo or an Arsenal player. It's Mo.
I'm on Mo.
Trent or an Arsenal player.
I think I'm on Mo after today, and I was probably on like Martinelli before today.
Yeah, I just think Arsenal's too much of a toss-up.
Like who's going to be
the goal
with the
scorer
Trossard
guy
factor also.
Yeah, doesn't.
I
help.
think Mo will be capped by everyone, basically. Yeah, I think he'll be the like 90% cap or whatever. Everyone on free hit and everyone who already owns him. I think he's very obvious. I feel like the fun punt would be Trent, because we've seen this a lot before in the past where Trent outscores Mo in these bankers, and he just gets like a clean and attacking return or 2 and max bones.
Yeah, I haven't had great success going the Trent over Mo captaincy, like when Liverpool's the obvious team.
Yeah,
I wish it worked out more, but it hasn't for me.
I think like in all scenarios, unless you're just only playing catch up and then all you care about is hitting a differential cap, I think everyone else should go Mo. Like
Yeah.
game theory wise.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth the risk because Trent's floor is actually pretty bad.
Yeah, he could get a 1-pointer.
No clean and a yellow. Like that's happened quite a bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean the thing, like, so people on free hit, I think they should go Mo because their whole team is sort of a differential because anyone that's not on free hit is at a huge disadvantage to them, right? People not on free hit, like me and Nate, also kind of a differential because most people are going to be free hitting. So we want to be on Mo and just make sure that we don't get like completely railed this week by free hitters. And that's why the only people that shouldn't be on Mo are just like, you're so desperate, you're chasing, your season's fucked unless you have a, differential 20-pointer or something like that, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just talking.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish, I can so see Arsenal thrashing Southampton.
Oh, yeah.
It's just hard. You can't say, like, this is the guy.
Yeah, that's the problem. I would love to know that ahead of time and be like, oh, yeah, for sure, this guy.
Yeah, but it's just an Arsenal, 3-0 win could easily be single returns for every attacker. Like, Odegaard assists Saka, and then Zinchenko assists Martinelli, and then Jesus scores off a corner or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, just open any of their match logs, and that's what you'll see.
Yeah.
Martinelli, on the other hand, I mean, I don't have, the
he's got some
in front of
hauls
me.
in him. Yeah, he would be the guy,
But,
I think.
when Jesus is playing, I feel like Martinelli, has rarely blanked this season. Which is the recent period and the early season when he was just a god. Most of his blanks came between game week. I'm just scanning it, game week 13 and 23 or something. Jesus injury fucked him so hard.
Yeah,
and lately he's just returned
didn't work
every
for
game.
him with Nketiah.
Yeah,
with Trossard in the middle, it worked too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He
just
needs,
the Nketiah.
He needs someone who has that kind of movement.
Yeah, the movement, the passing.
Doesn't get it. Yeah.
So Martinelli's my favorite of the Arsenal picks. But I'm
same,
not going to cap him.
Still low.
Yeah.
I'm there too.
Okay, dudes. There's no new anus slaps, no new Patreon signups. Everyone hates us. Bad job by everyone.
I come back to the pod. No signups.
Could I get some quick feedback on my free hit team? I'll just read it fast.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Read it slow, actually.
All right. Johnstone and Iverson. Goalkeepers. Who gives a fuck? Backline is Trent, Gahey, Ashley Young, Castagna, and Totti.
What the fuck is that? Okay, what three do you think you're starting?
Trent,
Gahey, and
Castagna. You just talked me into, and Gahey. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Ashley Young is just a piss take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, he's 4-1. He's 4-1 or 4-3.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
And then Moreno. Midfield is I had to drop Moreno to make money. Midfield is Martinelli, Odegaard, Mo, Son, Eze.
Love that. Stacked.
That's a fucking team right there. Yeah. Okay.
And then front line is Jesus, Watkins, and Jota.
Ooh.
Okay, so
I'm not starting Eze.
You're benching Eze. First on the bench.
Yeah.
Right.
First on the bench.
I mean, that's a fucking team right there.
It's fun, right? And I've used all my money, 0 remaining, which is always a bonus.
Yeah, you have to.
That. It's like that, car meme that, I remember everyone would use that meme for 13-14 Brage Liverpool, where it's a Ferrari in the front and a fucking wagon in the back. That's your fucking team.
Yeah.
It's Gahey, Castagna, Johnstone holding it all together, but you have all the best attackers. I like it.
It's a very pod influenced team, which is the only criticism.
Right.
Decisions made while potting are generally not good.
Right.
Yeah. So make the transfers now, you're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Here.
I still don't love a Palace clean, but I don't have a particular keeper in mind that I would say is clearly better than Johnstone. So it's probably fine. I mean.
Yeah, because you're not burning a spot on Allison.
Yeah,
Or-
exactly. Definitely not Rammers or Allison, but
Yeah.
it's just I'd have to look more. But like I feel like Raya has been getting tons of saves and bonus. I mean, Neto on Bournemouth gets tons of saves and
Oh yeah,
bonus.
Raya's on my real team. I've been getting the save points like nonstop. He doesn't
Yeah, I
need
mean
cleans.
they just like
It's
concede 2 and he puts up a 5-pointer. Like
Yeah.
there's not that many keepers that do that. So I think I would go for someone who's like best on bonus / saves. I mean, speaking of Wolves being fucking horrible, I was looking at them earlier because I was wondering how did I get 5 points out of Raya? I mean, they all they do is shoot from like outside the box. That's all they fucking do. Their average shot distance is literally outside the 18-yard box. And it's the dream for fantasy keepers because they just like tee up all of these really easy saves. And it doesn't even matter that they scored 2. He still gets 7 saves and 2 bonus. So
you're
maybe
saying
it's Iverson. Iverson back to Wardverson.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Oh shit.
Back to Wardverson.
Do I start Iverson?
Wardverson?
I kind of like it, dude. I kind of like it. But that's, I don't know. We're getting crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? I think that's it. Thank you guys again for coming on. Guess, do you have any last words?
Check us out.
Nate, any last words?
Nope.
All right, check us out at FMLFPL.com. Follow us on Twitter at FMLFPL, sportspatreon.com/FMLFPL. Subscribe, rate, review, share.